What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you back to Knicks Daily. This is the Daily Run. Just want to give a quick recap. Last night's game, man. I think it was a solid effort. It was a good game. Obviously, we were shorthanded. And obviously, it's a big deal anytime your boy King James is in town, man. You knew, first and foremost, you knew this man was going to make himself available. You knew exactly what him and AD were doing when they took the night off in that previous game. So no one was under any other illusions as to whether or not they were going to be ready to come to Madison Square Garden. It's so funny, you see the walk up, into the Garden where they try to show everybody's fits and everything. He was just like, Mr. James in Madison Square Garden. Man, shut the F up. Shut the F up, So before I even get into the game, just to kind of talk about these rumors, obviously they were talking about, that the beef was squashed between Clutch and CAA, or better yet, Clutch and Leon, so obviously that's going to kickstart rumors about LeBron James. We good over here, bro. We good over here. We not even close. We good over here. So all that hoopla around him, and the man knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly how to control the narrative. Last night, every other Laker had an LA or a regular standard towel on. This man is going to put a New York Knicks towel on during his interview. The man is trolling, bro. He's trolling. We don't want no part of it. We already know what trolling is because you did it when you held that decision press conference in Connecticut. We're past that. Stephen A. Smith, shut the F up. Shut the F up. You don't represent us. None of that. So now that that's out of the way, once again, we were shorthanded. I was tight. I'm still, as New York Knicks fans, we always going to be tight after a loss. You know what I mean? I didn't want to talk to nobody. I just went straight to bed. But, listen, on to the next game. They wanted to kind of come in and do what it is that they do, especially with us being down. Brunson still showed himself as a superstar. But something else that may go underrated or under the radar was, yes, we were going into this game with the possibility of a 10-game win streak. But you also know that LeBron James pays attention to everything. That's just part of his shtick. That's part of his gift as well. Got to give that man credit for it, especially as the face of the league. The man completely embraced his responsibility as that, and he's filled that role since he's been here. But as part of that gift that he's shown to have over the years, he knows a lot of what's going on around the league. And so you could tell that he's seen this ascension of Jalen Brunson and what he's been doing, since his Dallas days, and especially now that he's in Madison Square Garden. And whether it's the pregame or the postgame interview, the man gave Brunson his props. He sat there and he said he's more than an all-star. And as much as we want to poo-poo LeBron James, that type of stamp is needed. You cannot discredit LeBron James's position in this league. So for him to say something like, you see what, we did our best to try to stop, Brunson and change the pitch or whatever he said, but he said he's more than an all-star, and everybody now is starting. It's so crazy how making the all-star game changes the level of respect that you have in this league. I think Anthony Davis referred to him as well. He's an all-star. He's an all-star. And the funny part about that was they didn't do that with Julius. Just to kind of reflect back on it, they weren't doing that, with Julius. But they give that level of respect and veneration to Jalen Brunson. But I thought that was big time. I thought that was big time that post-game, your interview is always good coming into Mecca. This is the Mecca of basketball, blah, 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 blah. But when he referred to Jalen Brunson, he referred to him as he is, as an all-star. So that was a stamp. That was a stamp that shouldn't go unnoticed. But yeah, it was what it was, big time game. Eyes are always on Madison Square Garden, but Knicks fans, get used to this. Get used to this because now we out there, and everybody's paying attention to us. I hear even the younger people, the younger Knicks fans are now starting to, talk about Jalen Brunson as a problem. It's almost like anytime you're dealing with social media, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or whatever have you, the moment you hit the algorithm, more eyes get on you. And in terms of the New York Knicks, I think the New York Knicks have hit the algorithm. So let's see how it works over the next few years. Looking forward to getting healthy. I know everybody is wondering the level of health and the situation and the status of Julius Randle and OG Anunoby. Understand that your New York Knicks are now the new New England Patriots. All right? The New England Patriots under Bill Belichick never gave clarity on their injury reports. They was just like, oh, this person is, questionable. Everybody was questionable. It didn't matter. They could have had a clearly broken back or broken leg where you saw the deformity. But Bill Belichick will put questionable. Okay, so understand that's how your New York Knicks operate as well. We're coming close to the trade deadline this week. I'm just curious to see what Leon does. I completely trust Leon Rose. Over the past few years, he's made moves such as Derrick Rose at the trade deadline, and that propelled us in the playoffs or to the playoffs to make a playoff run. In the past, he's made moves like Josh Hart that propelled our second half of the season and helped push us towards the playoffs. So I'm excited to see what he does, but I'm also excited to understand if he doesn't do anything, because the second half of the season has to carry out. And I'll be curious to see how much progress in development Deuce has an opportunity to make. All right, so that's what it is, man. Absolutely excited about our team on to Memphis, and let's make another win streak. All right, keep this in mind. Same thing applies to life. That applies to our team. If there's no struggle, there's no progress. This is just the Daily Run, but I'm your host, Shia, and I'm out. Peace.